King Charles II would not see his throne for another 11 years, and when he finally did, he decided to reward the people that supported him by granting them a lot of land, a lot of property over inside the Carolinas. You know, the Americas at this point still being a part of the British. So these people were actually referred to as the 8 Lord Proprietors of the Carolinas. But you know, back then, people were never really too satisfied with what they had. They basically got in touch with King Charles and said, hey, the acres and acres and acres of land you gave us is kind of nice, but the Bahamas looks even better. Can you work it out? And that's essentially what happened. 6 out of the 8 Lord Proprietors of the Carolinas became the Lord Proprietors of the Bahamas as well. And when they came here on a mission to put an end to piracy and restore law and order to the 700 plus islands and keys. As you might be aware, the Bahamas was kind of a pirate haven at this point. Men and women of infamy alike moved about these waters. People like Anne Bonny and Mary Read. As a matter of fact, Blackbeard's personal wealth can be found down the road from the Hilton Hotel, and where the Hilton now stands actually used to be Old Fort Nassau, where they would hire pirates as a show of example, basically saying, hey, if you don't cut this crap up, we're gonna cut your neck. So yeah, some of the pirates hanging around for so long to the point where they even had their own islands off the Cat Island. Henry Morgan took refuge in either Exuma or Eleuthera, and of course John Waltlings himself made home out of San Salvador, where if you were to visit that island today, there's a structure there known as Waltlings Castle, where of course John Waltlings himself actually resided. So yeah. Is that this time you'll all be following me? We'll be making
Gorgeous estate. This property is beautiful.
That's crazy.
Wow. Holy moly.
Whoa. Okay then, now, believe it or not, this site you all are standing on right now has a lot of history behind it. The home you were just in dates back to 1789 and belonged to a man by the name of Stephen Delancey. He was our first Chief Justice of the Bahamas, and he was also a loyalist, meaning that during the American Revolutionary War, he favored the British much rather than the new founded Americas. He made his way over here, he brought his money, he brought his slaves, and essentially made a home for himself. This entire piece of land used to be a part of a large 150-acre property, and it was a slave plantation in its early years. Sometime after Delancey's death, however, the 150 acres would be divided into 80 separate lots, within which slaves that would later find themselves free and well off would also find residency within. This entire area was known as Delancey Town at one point in time. Now, what you're seeing in front of you is actually our hand-cut well. The well is about 74 feet deep and 200 years old, and the walls of the well are actually made out of limestone, so there's a natural filtration going on at all times. So while you'll always find at least 2 feet of fresh water at the bottom of this well, what you'll also find is a lot of phones, cameras, people's kids, things drop down there all the time, and they stay down there because I cannot swim, neither can I fly.
Wow,
so from here we're
that's
heading
crazy.
inside the distillery now. This is probably the bunch you came for. You'll all be following me right this way.
No, she's so excited.
God, look at this. Like, it's beautiful.
Alright, now as you're making your way on the inside, I'm gonna have to let you know, no flash photography beyond this point.
Okay.
Hello. How are you? Welcome.
Wow.
Thank you.
Okay. Now, where you all are right now is John Waltlings Distillery itself. This is where the magic happens, essentially. As a matter of fact, if you inhale deep enough, you can smell the magic in the air. This is where we do the aging as well as the blending. Now, as some of you may or may not know, rum is usually made using some kind of byproduct of sugar cane, whether it be sugar cane molasses or the very nectar of the sugar cane itself. Here at John Waltlings, we only use hand-cut, freshly pressed sugar cane molasses when making our rum. Now, over here what I have for you all is some of our John Waltlings Pale Rum. This is the youngest of the bunch, aged at a max of 2 years, and you can all step up and smell that for yourselves.
Smells good.
sorry, the holder's over here.
Oh, I was wondering what you guys were smelling. Oh, wow.
Yes, as you can tell, it has
Wow.
a bit of a kick to it. This
Yeah.
is because it's particularly good for mixing. We use our John Watling's pale rum for mixing with hurricanes, classy daiquiris, rum dums, drinks of that nature. Now, as you look along the clear ends of the barrels, you can see we've charred the insides of the barrel. This opens up the pores of the wood, and it actually adds to the coloring as well as. This one is a bit more versatile as well. So not only is stronger.
Yeah.
Okay. And up next we have is our John Watling's Buena Vista rum. Aged at 5 years, is actually one of the darker and smoother rums that we make here at John Watling's Distillery. So this is one that you're not going to want to mix with anything at all. You're going to drink this one straight up on the rocks, smoking a cigar, wearing your royal robes, petting your pet tiger, whatever. Now as you're all stepping up and getting your smelling, another thing I'd like to share with you guys, due to the undeniable heat here inside the Bahamas, the aging for all of our rums is sped up about 2.5 times. So the John Watling's Buena Vista here, while aged and equal to a 12-year-old cognac.
Wow.
Single barrel rum. Now the main difference between the single barrel and all the others is that instead of simply being 40% volume of alcohol, this one is actually 66.2%, making it 132 proof at cask strength. What you're getting here is pure rum.
Wow.
This one is aged at 6.
So did it progress here in terms of aging?
Yeah.
Down?
2, 3, 5, 6.
Okay.
Now as y'all stepping up and getting your smell in, while we take it from here is up inside of alcoholic.
Yeah, it's a little.
When do you think he discovered his radio voice?
Yeah, I know. Turtle vodka, that's not rum.